The abrupt stop. Didn't even feed it. That shit. Yo, you already know what it is, man. We are we are broadcasting live from the Podcastic Studios in Southfield, Michigan, man. This is the podcast about podcasts. PodTalk is in the motherfucking building, man. Got my whole gang in the building. Well, half the gang in the building. Well, 3/4 of the gang is in the building. The fourth is on the line. Got my man Miles on the ones and twos bringing us to you.
Yeah.
To my left, of course, we do have Tam telling tales.
Hi, y'all.
Right in front of her poster that you can't see because it's too high. So
right, but you can see like the little Tam telling tales. Wait, let me move my head over. You see that? You see that right there? Hey, there it goes.
Shout out to my man B Todd on the phone lines. What up, dog? B Todd? What's good with you, dog? And of course, man, it's your boy Q Lewis holding it down live from the 48205, man. Red Zone, baby. You almost took that phone out the game.
Out the game, okay.
Completely out the game.
So glad the camera wasn't on me.
So we in this thing, man. Welcome back.
Judo.
A brand new week of Pod Talk. Y'all got one more week of us in 2024 because next week will be our last show until the new year. So we're excited that we pulled off. How long we been doing this? Since what? June, May, April?
Older than that.
Longer than that? Was it cold outside?
I had a whole different job.
Damn.
I'm a whole nother person.
Listen,
We've been putting it together for a minute though.
a long time.
Yeah, it's been a little while.
It's been a while.
I think April.
April.
That
All right, that sounds about right.
About right.
It came out when that came out.
Oh, for sure. Okay, yeah, right. There you go. Makes sense. Makes sense. Shout out to Pod Talk, man. Shout out to the brain creation of Mr. Miles Dixon, the mediapreneur.
Thank you.
You know what I'm talking about, dog?
Yeah.
So today, man, we ain't got no guests today, so we just go talk a little shit, man. But today, what I kind of want to focus on, since we all are podcasters here, we want to talk about that very first podcast experience, dog. What was the first time like for you when you was recording, dog? When you popped your podcast virginity cherry?
I'm gonna go first.
Did you have to put it like that?
Yeah,
I guess I did. I guess I didn't really. I don't even know why I took it that far.
On camera. I would say this: when podcasting was created, actually, when I did my first podcast.
Okay.
Actually labeled as a podcast.
Labeled as a podcast. So not internet radio.
Not internet radio.
Damn, I don't even remember mine.
My first podcast was definitely June 2nd of 2020.
2020.
That's when podcasting was launched with the first Rise and Ground morning show. And it's crazy because it had Ronnie Chanel. Mm-hmm. It was me, Ronnie Chanel, and remember Tamisha, the engineer for the morning show.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
I like Ronnie Chanel.
Yeah, that's a throwback.
Yeah, so it was, and actually it was kind of cool, but I was scared.
You were scared? Why was you scared?
Because
you had been doing internet radio.
Internet radio was different because I'm thinking the audience would be different because, internet radio is 2.5 hour shows and stuff. Yeah. We did an hour show. And the first time we did the hour show, we were like, we need 2 hours. The first time we were like, we need more time. Yeah. So that's how we came up with the 9/11. And then Brittany unethical self for being late all the time. We turned it to 9:15 in the morning. So yeah.
I know you're not talking about my friend.
Yeah. Brittany.
Yeah.
Britannia.
I believe that is how it started, though.
That's how it started, 9:15. She couldn't get here on time. So we changed.
It was like that a lot, though.
Let's talk about my friend.
Even when we was doing 9 o'clock, when we was at the other studio, that ain't even the first studio. Because, the first studio was on 9 Mile. Where was that at? Damn. 9 Mile? Was that it?
For podcasting?
Yeah.
The first show was on 12 Mile, Greenfield.
12 Mile Greenfield?
That's when I started doing podcasting.
Oh, shit. I didn't realize. Oh, right. Yeah, I remember that.
It was WGOD.
Yes, there you go.
It was WGOD.
Yeah. Throwback right there.
Yeah.
What year was that?
With WGOD? WGOD started in 2018.
18.
Okay.
Yeah. WGOD started, but Spun Radio started
1998.
Right,
shit, I don't know.
2007.
Long, far as hell, long ass time ago.
Yeah.
Long time ago.
Hell yeah, I remember those days though, man. Like I said, I stole the the term that he coined, which is cloud radio. I stole that.
Yeah, you did.
Now it's a part of my intro for my my show. Has been ever since I started. So I stole that motherfucker though. I ain't gonna lie to you. I stole a lot of shit from Miles though, and graciously.
As long as it wasn't money, we're good.
Graciously stole that shit.
Look at it as inspiration. Don't look at it like you stole anything, bro. Just say, hey, it was inspiration.
No, for sure. You know that's what I'm talking about.
That's cute,
talking
shit. That's so cute.
No, for sure. But that's the one thing about Miles though is like definitely will give you the game though. Like one day I was sitting there, I was talking about I think this was right when he was getting ready to start podcasting. And I was in there talking about merchandise and shit because we had been doing the Part of My East Side shit, and we had been working with like a local vendor to get the shit, printed, made, and all that shit, dog. This nigga was like, dog, why don't you just do print on demand? Like do it like that. I'm like, what the fuck is that? I ain't know nothing about Shopify, none of that shit, right? So he gave me the game right then and there. Saved me some money. I quit paying for shit up front. So that was
I'm not gonna hold shit back. I tell anybody if anybody holds something from you, that's some bullshit. You know what I mean? I believe you should tell. If you know it, tell it. You know what I mean? The person you tell might help you.
Right. Bullshit.
At the end of the day, he might be ordering. While you still trying to order 2 items, the person you told ordering 40.
Exactly.
So you might, hey man, can you grab them 2 items?
Let's grab my 2, bro.
Right. My 2. So yeah.
And so that first time you did the podcast, though, any technical difficulties, any hiccups?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh, I can't wait to talk about mine.
My hiccups was because
you go before me.
I tell you what, the biggest hiccup was the connection with the Facebook going live.
Okay.
And we trying to look and see, and it wasn't the same.
The shit was shaky at the beginning though. Yeah. Like the live to Facebook shit.
Video podcasting.
That shit was kind of shaky.
It still be a little bit.
And Facebook had a whole category called podcast.
Damn, I do remember that.
They had a whole podcast category.
Sure did.
And they just cut it off. They had just cut it off like last year or the year.
And they was like the first one.
Yeah.
And then they just stopped that shit. Yeah, they was like the first ones.
Yeah.
Oh, I never do that.
Yeah, because you could do it would do audio, like it was an audio podcast, like straight through Facebook.
It's like a newer version of what was the shit they had?
Blog Talk.
Like Blog Talk.
I mean, basically that's what it was.
We got a call-in number for this evening.
Of course we do.
Oh shit!
We got us the request for the call-in number.
Damn, we got a call.
Listen.
Oh shit, Medina, what up though? Funky Cole Medina.
What up, though? Hey. Good evening, everyone.
For sure,
so glad y'all tuned in with us.
In the building.
Hey.
And shout out to Jim Animal. This is second or third. This is second year.
Third?
No, it's his second year.
Oh, okay. Going to the third.
No, it's the second. He's celebrating his second year here. And he having a Christmas party too, so y'all are invited.
Oh no, for sure. It's my dog.
It's here?
Yeah, it's gonna be here.
I'm gonna have to pull up on that set, man. I ain't been to that joint yet. I gotta pull up.
With the gym?
Yeah, look at the podcast.
Don't y'all make me choke.
That's not up to us. But listen,
oh my god! Wow, that just went over my head at first. Damn.
As soon as I said it, though, I knew it was going to go somewhere it wasn't supposed to.
Oh, it went.
Because of who's in the room.
But I like to say shout out to DJ Envy and them on celebrating Jay-Z's birthday yesterday. When I tell you I was in my car rocking, I was like, I never heard this record before. Shout out to Envy in the Breakfast Club.
For sure.
Their names can't be mentioned on the morning show. Go ahead.
Oh, is it my turn to talk about my first podcast?
Yeah, because B-Ty want to go last, I think.
Oh, okay. So, my first podcast experience was, funny story. Mm-hmm. It was actually with Tristan Fazikis, right? But not the one that most people think. Not the one where If I Can't came out and, all of the hair unbraiding and all of that type of stuff. It wasn't actually that one. He reminded me on that one that was the first time. I had already interviewed him. So it was me, it was Stephanie, it was him, and it was, like a couple other people in the room or whatever, right? And so we had a great time. Wonderful interview. I'm hyped. I'm excited. It's my first one. I'm like, ooh, we did such a good job. Yay.
You wasn't even recording.
Oh, dog, it was not recording.
Damn. Damn, for real?
The audio chalked it. The video chalked it. And so, you know, like the editors, they came back like, yeah, we've been trying to hold off calling you because we've been trying to figure something out, but we ain't got it. And I was like, what?
Damn.
I'm sorry, what?
So, like, what happened?
It had something to do with the camera automatically had cut off at some point in time. They didn't catch it.
Yeah.
And it was just, they had some parts of it, but then
not enough for it to make sense.
Not enough for it to make sense. Then they might have had like the audio, but then didn't have the visual. So then the audio was on like the video part. It wasn't going together. Right. I was like, oh God, what happened here? So, you know, I had to let him know, like, yeah.
You got to run that back.
I ain't even got it for real. So he was cool about it. And then, of course, we got a chance to do the actual second one, but that was really the one that kind of like took me off into that thing when we did the If I Can't. Yeah. But interesting enough, when he first came, this was when I think Get Paid. Was that the name of it?
The one with all girls, China?
No, not that one, because it was a Beezy film. Because Beezy was at the studio recently and reminded me that he was there too for the interview.
Because I was like, what that was.
What was it? Because Beezy was in it. I'm saying the name wrong. The names is running together.
Yeah, but, that's how it be.
But the one with Beezy and Tristan.
Child Support.
Nope.
Child Support was fucking hilarious.
That was actually a good movie.
It was a good movie, dog.
That was
it don't get talked about a lot.
No, it don't.
But yeah, I can't think of the name of the movie, but whatever it was, I got to look it up.
When they
Beezy
was corrupt
like,
police officers, it wasn't that one, was it? No, all right, never mind.
Beezy was like, yeah, I remember that. I was here. I was like, oops. Oh, my bad.
Now, it was you by yourself?
It was me and Stephanie, and then it was a couple.
I'm talking about like actually doing the interview, like it was just your show, or
no? It was it was my show, but it was Stephanie was co-hosting.
Oh, she was co-hosting. I got you. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah,
she used to be a co-host on the morning show too.
No one.
It's been a lot of co-hosts on the morning show.
You're on the Rise and Grind morning show. You're not a co-host. You are a host.
A host. I got you.
Yes. Stephanie was a host.
Well, why I'm a co-host on here? Why we co-hosts?
You're not co-host on here.
On the flyer thing, it be saying co-host.
Well, it need to say host.
Okay, well, take the codes off.
I don't be messing with no codes.
Okay.
That's stupid.
You know, F them codes.
So what do you think you learned from that though? Like, I mean, because you wasn't in control of that though.
I wasn't. So, I tell you what ended up happening. It made me recognize how much of a, I don't want to say micromanager I am, but it made me recognize that I needed to know how to do everything. Yeah. Like, even if I'm not the person that's responsible for actually doing it, I still need to have some level of expertise.
Yeah, I agree.
To try to help avoid.
You gotta know, but you also don't want to have to.
To know.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I wholeheartedly agree, because you cannot do all of this stuff alone. No. But sometimes you like, I need to step in and make sure things is getting done the way that it's supposed to, just in case you see things that fell off on your end. So sure. That lesson learned.
Be tired. It's on you now. I'm interested to see what you about to say.
This should be good.
My first experience was crazy, man, because I didn't do what I intended to do when I first started podcasting. My whole plan was to pod with my wife and to help other married couples. That was the whole plan. When she wasn't ready to do it at that time, I was like, okay, fine, I'm about to move on. And my cousin, he wanted to pod, and I was like, okay, cool, we could try something out. So we came up with a podcast called Riding and Vibing at first, where we're literally going live on Instagram, driving our cars, and this was during the pandemic. So I was like, you know what, that's kind of dangerous now that I think about it. So let's chill on the drive. You know what I mean?
You probably had drinks too.
Shit or whatever. So then as time went on, we started up this group called Uncomfortable Convos on Facebook. So as I'm, stirring up shit in the group, I'm like, damn, you know what? That's actually a better name for a podcast. I started talking to Cuz. I'm like, hey, yo, why don't we rebrand? Instead of doing Riding and Vibing, let's call it Uncomfortable Convos Podcast. Right. And then let's eventually we added another woman to that, because we didn't want to be the guys that just be speaking on women and no woman can speak up for themselves. So I said, true. Let me go ahead and just do that. And we added somebody, and then that formed Uncomfortable Combos, where we would go live every Tuesday at 8. And, we just, come up with a topic and just get to going. People will chime in. We'll let them join the live. Sometimes that was hit or miss because people had too much shit going on in the background. So I started learning that you got to start vetting people well before you let them join your live feed. And it was a mess for a minute.
Cut your TV off.
We didn't know what somebody was going to be on in the background.
Okay. So, exactly. They in a whole argument with their spouse.
And be like, why is that bug crawling up the wall?
That part.
Wow.
Okay.
Kids screaming, dogs barking, dirty clothes in the background. I'm like,
shitty pepper.
Okay.
What did?
You need a green screen, baby.
Right. Wow.
Yeah, I see it.
But you know what? I learned from that. That's when I really got in my professional bag. I really started to become a stickler for professionalism. So when I came up to podcasting, that's why y'all got me in that light. Like I was like strict kind of because I saw too much bullshit before I came up there. So it was like, all right, I'm about to be on my 8. I'm up here. I'm in the studio. I ain't just going live from my phone no more. So now I'm really about to be on my shit.
Well, Todd, I really appreciate it. I be wanting to relive the first time you came up to the studio every day that you come here because you bought a 5th of liquor and that damn whiskey. He bought whiskey and donuts. And
Wow.
The morning show.
I was like, I love you, brother.
Right to the morning
I like
show.
it. I like it.
That was a token of my appreciation, man. You know what I'm saying? So,
that's what's up. I appreciate it.
Love to me, I show love back, bro.
I know that's right.
I mean, if you decide you want to do it again,
Whenever you're ready.
we'll let you.
I mean, on that note too, though, I just want to again give a shout out to B Todd too. Like when we went to Baltimore, again, I'm just saying, like when we went to Baltimore, like I understood like the play when I went to Baltimore and shit. Like for real, when we did the panel, I knew who was on the panel, and I don't know, I really wanted this nigga to shine on the panel and shit, right? And like all I did was like just put him in position. He was ready to go. Like,
okay.
And I think for me, I think that I really needed him to see that for himself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because like a lot of times people tell you, like, all right, dog, you got it. You can do this, you can do that, but until you see it yourself. So like I think that moment, and I could be wrong, B-Ty, but I'm just saying I think that moment allowed you a chance to like see yourself the way we see you. You know what I'm saying? Like to see that you actually dope in this shit.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. And I did see what you was talking about. So I'm glad that you did that. And it was a last minute switch up too. So I appreciate it. I'm one of them people, bro. Honestly, I'm great in the clutch. I don't know why. But it come time for me to try to prepare for something, I hate it. But when it come down to finish shit, I'm with it.
Nah, for sure.
It's Ty, you know what? I'm gonna call bullshit when I said it was the shirt, nigga.
I knew it. Though.
I heard things about the shirt.
And we all down in the lobby. That nigga like, what's wrong? That nigga popping his collar like, what's wrong? That nigga like, what's wrong?
Get that off.
I heard good things.
So you heard a few things, huh?
When I went on Girth, Maria was talking shit to you about you better bring a suit, and she slapped you on your arm. So I was like, oh shit. She telling him he better wear a suit. All right, I gotta do something.
Yeah, she was talking shit.
Some shirt, some slacks, that's it. I'm cool.
Talk. We gonna take you a 10-second silence break, but this gonna come up to the truth. Tan, this what happened. Me, Q, and all of us came down with our hoodies and our shirts, right? And then I was like, damn, Todd. He's like, what? Shit. What? Popping his collar and shit. Like, what?
So he popping his collar.
He had a portable shoe shiner that just popped out from nowhere. So I'm shining his shoes.
This nigga added to the story. This nigga's embellishing now.
No,
of course, like he always says.
No. I only embellish when I say you're beautiful. Okay, I'll be lying. Listen. So,
Damn.
Tam, you are a beautiful woman. You look different every time I see you. And I kiss your poster every time I come here.
Lies you tell. Okay, Bob.
And while I looked up though, like I was
You don't see his little lip points on there.
I bet you can see my fingerprints.
Wow.
Ew. Keep on going with the conversation about podcasting, Mouse. Okay.
No, but Ty, when you first podcasted and then your outcome became that you learned that you definitely have to start being professional, correct? Well, why that piece of paper? Why that piece of paper is behind your back? We see it. It's got a whole stack of paper right behind you.
What you talking about?
One piece of paper.
He ain't turn around.
Right, he didn't turn
He like, no, you ain't gonna get me.
Because I know what you're talking about.
You ain't know.
Too funny.
I'm messing with you, Ty. But no, that's good, man. A lot of people have a lot of good experiences when they first started, though, right?
No, for sure.
But they also had a lot of bad ones.
Yeah.
So I want to ask y'all right now, what have been one of your most embarrassing ones?
Embarrassing.
That you was like really disappointed in yourself?
Oh.
Well,
shoot.
I ain't gonna say. So I don't have when I was necessarily embarrassed. I was hella disappointed though. Well, two things, right? So, it was one. I was producing for my nephew, and we had did this interview with POG, right? Just a producer. And like it was a good ass conversation though, like for real, like. And I'm all into it and shit, right? I was using OBS at the time and shit. If y'all know about OBS, like if
bullshit. Go ahead.
Yeah, you looking at the preview screen and like if you don't never click it over, it don't never go live. So I'm recording this shit. I'm looking at the video like this motherfucker going good. Never clicked it over to live. So we just like you did the whole motherfucking interview. Nothing's recorded. All black screen. Like no, cause I never put this shit over to the live studio. So I was pissed about that because it was a good ass interview and shit and like. You get them like we was able to do it again, but you can't ever recreate those same vibes.
Yeah.
No, for sure. But the one I'm most embarrassed about, dog, and I can admit this publicly is I had an opportunity a few maybe two maybe 3 years ago to interview what's the dog name? The quantum physics nigga.
Oh, I was about to say that's
Billy Carson. And like, dog, I'm embarrassed because I hadn't done enough research before I did this interview. And like going back looking at the interview, I left so much shit
on the table,
dog. And I'm just like, I'm so much better at it now, you know. But at the time, it was like, fuck, I'm embarrassed because like I had this. I'm never gonna get this man on an interview again.
Not at this point.
Never. You know what I'm saying? So like, I fucking blew that. Like I blew that shit. I am embarrassed about that shit. I be liking all this post sharing and shit. Like, yeah, need to get you back on the show. Like, fingers crossed. Nigga never respond.
No. So
I am embarrassed about that.
So my embarrassment moment was with him.
Damn.
So I thought I was recording. Cause you got to hit the red button.
Exactly.
Nigga, I didn't hit the red button. So
he rapping his ass
the
off.
dog.
Because he be rapping.
So girl's like, so when we gonna get the video? I don't know what's wrong with this damn thing.
Not you ain't take accountability though.
Right, no accountability.
I ain't say no.
Like something's wrong here.
Something must be wrong. I tell you what, when can you come back? She's like, I don't know, because right now we got to go overseas. I'm like, shit, y'all ain't gonna never come back.
Ain't gonna never come back, dog.
And so I think he just bad luck.
Chalked it.
I blew that shit. I'm talking about shit just. It was some bullshit. Like I should have really been asking this nigga shit.
Q, he was like, yeah. So about Jesus. I was just.
It was whack. I ain't gonna say it was whack. It was a good conversation, but I left so many things that I could have asked so that like. Because obviously, like he's growing in popularity. So what happens then is people start going back to see what you did before, and somehow maybe my interview will come back up, and it's like, damn, we ain't learned shit from this nigga interview. Like, I don't know why he was on this nigga show. You know, that's how it might not have been like that, but that's how I felt.
It probably wasn't even like that.
When I interviewed him, not that many people even knew about him.
Exactly, that's how I was. So
he gave me a 782-page book.
Damn.
I'm like, I'm not gonna never read this motherfucker, but thank you. You know?
Right. Did you tell him that?
No, I looked him dead in his eyes, and I said,
"Wait a minute." At first,
bitch.
And I'm gonna tell you another way I fucked up in that interview.
Like, give me my book back.
That nigga was talking about his old man and shit, right? And in my head, I got confused and shit. I was like, damn, Ben Carson, your daddy. Yes, nigga. In the interview, dog.
Wow.
Blew that shit, bro. Blew that shit. So shout out to my man Billy if you're listening right now, man. We had a great conversation, but I would love to have you back on the show because I didn't interview the way that we should have.
Please come back.
Maybe we can get him on PodTalk and make an even road, and then we both
make up for it.
Listen, y'all better make sure I know when he come because I got to do my research too.
Dog, you are going to have to in order to have
it won't be no
good
30,
conversation.
We won't have no 30-minute hour show.
He don't sound like a 30-minute 30-minute guy.
Definitely gonna be a 2-hour
Oh,
show.
I'm ashy.
All right, that's it.
That's going to be the next topic is how are y'all staying moisturized in this weather? Oh, my God.
Staying indoors. Right. Shit, that's about it. All right, well, Tam, we'll go to you then because I'm done talking about my embarrassment.
I feel like that first one was like the one because, I mean, it was a great interview. It was some good conversation. And it's so funny because I don't recall him ever talking about some of the stuff that we talked about in that interview and other interviews ever again. And I was like,
damn.
Oh my gosh. So that was probably the worst one because then you had that moment of having to tell the person because I took accountability.
Like some of us.
Miles. I took accountability and I had to admit like it didn't.
A woman took accountability. Go ahead.
You know what? We're not about to do that because that's what I don't engage in is men are from Mars, women are from Venus conversations. You know I don't do that in public spaces.
I got you. Okay.
But that was the worst one. Yeah, then having that tail tucked and trying to.
No, you hit Todd. Go ahead, Todd.
You ain't never have an embarrassing red carpet?
Oh, an embarrassing red carpet.
You know what? I'm willing to bet that she hasn't because I'm gonna tell you what. That's your bag. That red carpet is your bag.
Thank you.
Well, no, I don't something embarrassing on your end, but on the person you was interviewing.
True, that could happen.
So, embarrassing for them because something happened with my headphones because I can't hear him. I'm like reading his lips and stuff.
No, I'm gonna tell you what it is. One embarrassing moment because I cut off her microphone at the Oscars and she went to go interview somebody else and the microphone wasn't even on.
Yep. Thank you. Sure did. That absolutely happened. It totally was.
It was really her. She ain't checking.
No, it was really you because you're the only person. He do not take accountability
at all. It was your fault.
So, that would be a red carpet moment.
Your micromanaging ass then managed to micro that goddamn battery.
Because she felt comfortable knowing that you was gonna do the right thing.
Of all the people who gonna come over here and do what they supposed to do, I thought it would be Miles, but apparently I was wrong.
I went into CEO mode. I was saving you some batteries.
Fine. We're gonna plug it up and it'll be just fine. Okay, these is not no AAA batteries from Duracell. We're gonna plug it up. We'll be fine.
I'm sorry, these are AAA right
here. But yeah, that probably would have been it. And that has actually happened before.
Okay.
That's happened before in other circumstances where the mic then went out and I'm just like talking, having a good time. Okay, that's all I did.
Nobody know what's happening.
And I'll be super loud in my microphone because it's on.
Right.
And they're just over there and it's like, hey, it's Town Telling Tales and this is. I'm watching it back like, dang, y'all didn't catch that. We actually have earphones and stuff so they can hear now. So yeah, growing pains.
You got wireless headphones?
No, it's actually a wired one into our into the device.
Okay.
We'll be on there, so
I'm about to say you
trying to do better.
You always coming up with some shit, Tam.
I don't really be liking wireless that much.
Let me tell you something about Tam. I still ain't got no interview tied on Tam's show. So Tam invited me over to her spot.
Miles, there's no need to tell this story. You have told this story, and everyone knows it already.
I was like, I'm tired. I'm thinking about this. I got my hair cut. I came over there. I'm like, cool. I'm cool. I'm dressed straight. I said, hey, yeah. So I'm gonna sit. She like,
he was not dressed that great.
Hold on.
Damn. How she gonna hit you with that though? That's the thing you gonna say.
That's a funny shit. Hey, Ty, listen. If I would have had your shirt on, I would have been the shit. Man, I've been dressed better than all her friends. Listen.
And was not.
But listen, Ty, I'm about to sit down. I'm like, should I sit down? I'm like, oh, right there on that chair. Oh no, right here. I'm like, okay.
Off to the side.
This is kind of funny. I said, where the camera at? She said, oh, the camera right here is what we use. This is what we normally use. How did this work? I mean, you told me about this. I'm like, so I'm not here to, so no interview. Go. I said, oh, okay.
You engineering, my dog.
Yeah, she like, you basically.
Show me how to do this. All right, dude.
Yeah, and Ty, my heart was hurt. Miles wasn't mad. Miles was just hurt. Hurting.
He exaggerates this story every time that he tells it. Every time he throws some extra sauce on it.
Miles can
unnecessary sauce.
Exaggerating, bro. And you know what the funny thing is about him exaggerating? The shit be funny as hell.
Nah, for real.
But I'm telling the truth, Ty. She left me there. Her friends looking like snicker, like anybody get interviewed.
Hey, please interview this nigga. Please. Interview him about his book.
What's that
I had a
time?
few embarrassing moments, but it ain't been nothing it ain't been that major. A couple of them I wasn't even a part of. On my old show, Uncomfortable Convos, I wasn't on this particular episode, but my cousin was, and I think he went live. He was talking to the other people that was on there, and I think his phone fell or some shit. His stand or something, right? Yeah. Oh God. So I was embarrassed about that because I'm like one of them people that's like, how you not making sure your shit's sitting up right? Then it was a time where
you'd be surprised.
Yeah. Then it was a time that I got embarrassed because somebody came on the live feed, right? Mm-hmm. And we talking to him, but we couldn't hear him. And this was on me. I started yelling at them because I didn't know what was going on. I'm like, hey, yo, you need to get off the live. You know what I'm saying? We need to keep the show rolling. If you can't, you know what I'm saying? We can't hear you. But it turns out they made a mistake and like turned their phone down while they was trying to hold it up. And I was like, oh, my fault. You know what I'm saying?
Went off on me.
Ty trying to be Idi Amin of the podcast.
Right.
Cut his head off.
Aggressive ass podcast ass nigga, man. Goddamn.
No, but see, this
Fine, go get you
Get
right,
your shit
though.
professional, nigga.
This is when I first jumped into my professionalism with podcasting. So I was like real strict about certain things. So
sure.
That's why.
Then you're like, leave them androids alone, you punk bitch.
Oh gosh.
I know it's like that though when you doing remote interviews and shit like that because people want to get on your show, people want to get interviewed and shit, but like they don't have no podcast etiquette. I think that's like some shit that you damn near got to teach. Like, and when I was using StreamYard, like literally, when you invite somebody to the stream, like they have a script actually that you can email them. So they
do.
People don't ever read that shit. Turn your phone sideways. Use some headphones. Get in a quiet space. Have your phone securely sitting some fucking where. People just don't do shit like that. They all trying to do an interview like this and shit.
They do.
How about
somebody in the car?
How about the people doing the interview in the car? Trying to drive and do the interview.
You know what though? I did an interview like that before, and I think back on it. Wow. I was interviewing the person. I think back on it, and I was like, oh, that was so horrible. I was on a road trip coming back from like Alabama, and I'm like sitting like in the passenger side, up front. I think my mama was driving. It had got dark, so I didn't turn the light on in the car trying to do the interview.
We a professional.
My mama pissed, right? She pissed because the light, and I'm all talking. Hey, this is Tell Telling Tales, and she is
mama
just like,
tell your ass, get the fuck
listen.
out.
She then pulled over to the gas station, and she had just like she got a little ass sprint and was like, I can't do this. Right. Can you go get in the back seat? Just
for real.
Go. And I was like, you know what? I probably should have rescheduled this.
That's why.
Should have rescheduled.
But that's one thing I hate about podcasting, though, is scheduling guests and they don't show up. I think that's the most inconsiderate.
Absolutely.
I think that's the most inconsiderate thing.
But that's why you got to plan ahead. I learned that, like especially with me having guests. If I don't have no guests, I already got a backup topic and know what I'm about to do just in case somebody don't show up.
No, for sure.
Yeah, but I think it's a disrespect thing because I tell people all the time, if we was Fox News, your ass would have been there on time with Jingo fucking
and you would have
boots.
said something because I mean things happen, but when you don't show up and don't say anything, that's definitely disrespectful.
That's disrespectful.
It's definitely disrespectful.
I'm not gonna say no names. Shout Right, I'm with you, Ty. I ain't gonna say no names, but Jason Wilson, right? One time, I hounded him for the interview. Hey, bro, you doing good with the Cave of Mandela, whatever it's called? Mm-hmm. And he was like, yeah, Doc, yeah, I'm with it, bro, yeah. Hey, man, I gotta go out of town. I got an emergency in Washington D.C. No problem. I go to the goddamn Pancake House. He's sitting right there with his son.
That's Washington. I said,
is this the monument right here, brother?
Did you say that to him?
Yes. He said, oh, man, they canceled out on me last minute. Okay, got you. All right. God, so I never call people like that. It's like, dog, you understand, we need each other more than anything when it comes down to media. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Because you can get treated. The job of most journalists is to get the dirt. Mm-hmm. It's not to get the good.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Yeah, you did good. You saved your grandmother from getting hit by a car. But what about the drugs you sold in 2001?
And hid in her house.
Right. Exactly. It's like
your grandma thug too.
Right.
Shit, everybody thug.
But they don't understand, like, we need to really work with each other in an ethical way.
I agree.
And quit letting Channel 2 pimp us. Because Channel 2 be pimping the shit out of us a lot of times. You know what I mean?
All mainstream media.
Definitely. They get the crackhead grandma. Like, I don't know why he just don't give me two. You like, what you mean, grandma? I mean, he just leave me in the dark. You know what, grandma? Get your ass off the screen. But that's right. One thing about podcasts, I think we got the freedom to do what we want to. But I think sometimes there's some people that use unethical tactics in conversation. You know, I talk shit and we do what we do here. But there's a lot of people who be doing some bullshit. And you be like, what is they doing?
No, for sure.
And it become unethical to me a lot of times. But
that's because there ain't no regulations, so niggas just do anything, just be reckless.
Like, I cannot listen to Willow and Wallio.
Who?
Wallow and Gilly?
Yeah, I can't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, them niggas. I can't listen to their podcast.
Why?
Because it sound like this how it sound. You ready? So, what are you doing? You're right there. You sit there like, the fuck is wrong with him?
How they say it?
What do you do when you right there and you get out? That's Gilly. That's Gilly. Be like, I'm telling you, because you're a motherfucker, man, ooh. He be like, the fuck did he just say?
Yeah, that's good.
And then Wallow.
You don't fuck with Wallow?
Hold on, Wallow, he cool, but they sound like they two niggas that don't need to be together.
I think that's why it worked.
But it sounds like I can't listen to Gillia, whatever his name. He just sound like he trying to rap, and he never had a good rap career, so he just trying to rap. So you mean to tell me that them motherfuckers just came through?
I wish y'all could see him. I wish y'all could see him right now.
Right, he admitted it.
But am I lying? No, I ain't said that because I ain't that good no more. Shani is the best at it. I be looking on.
Shout out to the award-winning producer.
Yeah. Engineer. So, but no, I don't get it. But I like not millionaire mindset. That's
$1 million worth of game.
That's them.
Yeah,
I don't like them.
Yeah. Okay.
What $1 million worth of game?
That's
Gilly
Wallow.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Do y'all watch David? What's his name? David Shands. Or David?
First of all, I'm not gonna lie. Listen to a nigga with last name end with an S. It don't even sound right.
You have a problem with S's. You got problems with P's.
With an S. Relax, nigga.
No,
Get some help for that.
No. First of all,
you talking about my man with be doing a podcast conference?
Yeah, he like interviews like small businesses. And
the black guy. Yeah, I listen to him. He okay.
I never really. I see clips on social media. I ain't never really watched.
Okay.
I don't like the laid back woke niggas.
Oh, yeah.
What's wrong with that?
They be like this. So you mean to tell me that if your husband don't, I'll be like, man, you not married. You know what I mean? Shut the fuck up. I think you shouldn't talk on shit that you're not.
I don't know if I agree wholeheartely with that, but I can agree with you that monotone. No.
Hey, I don't know what that was.
Turn it off.
I know what you were saying, but I don't know what that was.
It did something for me though. I don't know about you.
I was like, that was monotone shit.
But I'm not gonna lie, real quick. I just want to ask you this: my favorite person in the podcasting world got to be that chick Kitty that's on that conversation tour thing. The dark skinned girl.
Yeah.
Kitty Jones. Oh my Lord. Yeah. She is fine and intelligent.
Fine and intelligent.
Yeah.
But I don't think she received that well a lot of times when it comes to women, because she be dropping some jewels. Women be mad because the girl got it there one time and said, "So, do you think that a side girl could do the same thing as his wife? What's the difference?" And she ran that shit down. She ran like 9 things down. Yeah. Then the little shortest motherfucker, no offense, Tom. The shortest.
No, you dumb as hell.
What would I think?
The shortest nigga on there talking about, I gotta play devil's advocate. I'm like, dog. She said, first of all, she said covenant. Yeah. When she said covenant, ain't no covenant between side chicks and niggas.
But I ain't gonna hold you, because why would you want to? Why would you want to be a side chick and do the stuff that a wife do? You might as well be a wife to somebody.
That's a good one.
That's not how that go.
Would you say it again, Tom?
I don't understand that either. If you gonna have it both ways like that, you might as well say, "Hey, baby, look, I'm interested in this other woman. Can she come along for the ride?" That's it.
That's a good one to put it.
Yes or no. If the answer is no, and you still want to do you, right or wrong, go do you, but don't expect wifey material out of somebody that's on the side. That's ridiculous. I can't even think about a side chick that's cooked for me. You know what I'm saying? They delivered everything else, but no food.
They delivered everything else.
So right now, who's your favorite podcaster, Todd?
My favorite podcast.
That's what we gonna end it on.
I mean, yeah. Cause
you know what, man?
Yeah, it's time to go.
Like that. Like I got people that I like to listen to collectively, but all of them, like the people that I listen to outside of everybody that I listen to on podcasting, everybody can find a way to get on my nerves. That's like on a different level. Like I listen to Joe Budden podcast a lot, right? Mm-hmm. I don't always like what Joe got to say, but I like his cast members. I like the other co-hosts. Sometimes they be keeping him in check, talking some good shit. Gilly and Wallow. Sometimes Gilly get on my damn nerves because while it's a serious conversation going on, he start joking and laughing.
He fucking around. Yeah.
Who else I listen to, man? I listen to sometimes Drink Champs get on my damn nerves. Nori he will piss me off. The conversation is going just right, and then out of nowhere he'll be like, "Hey man, you eat ass?" Like, dog.
Right.
What that got to do with anything? He telling a great story, you interrupting it with nothing. So yeah,
be drunk.
A lot of podcasts bother me. That's not like the ones that's supposed to be up there. A lot of them get on my nerves. To be real with you. So I don't really have favorites per se.
My favorite one has to be Drink Champs because of Nori. Because you can tell when he get too high.
Yeah, he be fucked up.
He drink his weed. First he smoking like this, then he go down like this. He get the little limp hand. He be like, "So do you eat ass?"
Wait, what?
No, he be fucked up, though. He definitely be fucked up.
Chris Brown had the best interview on there to me this year.
He had one of them. Turk had a good one too. Turk interview from our boys.
Turk was just going crazy though. Turk, I don't know. Turk was going crazy.
Turk not mad. Turk just hurt.
Right. Yeah. I think that fits.
Turk hurt. They did do their concert though.
Yeah, they did.
So
they did.
It looked pretty loud. They did their thing. Was it at the Silverdome?
Silverdome.
I mean,
Superdome.
It was Superdome. Yeah.
All right.
I'm like, yeah, what shit is Superdome, my dog? I don't know where it was at. Low key though, for real. I don't even know.
Well, it was packed wherever the fuck they had it.
Yeah, I mean, shit, it's a hot boy reunion. Niggas been waiting on that shit for real. So
it was called the Louisiana.
Yeah, Louisiana shit. Yeah.
So that's what's up. So
Tam, you got one, Tam?
Yeah, I do. But it's not a video one. It's actually just a regular.
Cool. I mean, it's
called Crime Junkies. I love true crime.
I was just gonna say, you listen to that shit. I watch true crime, but I've never listened to a true crime.
Like that's
podcast.
my favorite one with Ashley, and I still listen to like Dateline and 2020, and all of those or Counterclock. But Crime Junkies, like as soon as the intro song come on, I get hyped. Like, yeah I like
she
that.
getting hyped now. You should see it.
Yeah, she got turned up a little bit.
Yeah, I got a little turned up.
She about to wipe the side of her mouth in a minute.
Okay, I'm a crime junkie.
Wow.
I'm a crime junkie. Yep, that's me.
I'm not shit like that. I ain't gonna lie. I just like shit just whatever they talking about.
But I'm gonna tell you, the one I'm listening to right now is actually with Counterclock, which is like it's in the umbrella of Crime Junkies. Mm-hmm. This one is about what's the basketball player? Chris. It don't matter.
What happened?
What had happened was his granddaddy had got killed back when he was like first becoming popular. This happened some years ago. Okay. So they didn't pretty much got these 5 boys put in jail for the crime. Okay. They never did it though. Damn. So the actual episodes that I'm listening to is talking about how the man got killed, how, they pretty much like pushed them into admitting that they was kids, you know what I'm saying? Oh, just say this, you go home, all that type of stuff. They done did all this time. 2 of them got out of jail. One of them, he get out like a year later, he dead. Then they still just like going through trying to fight all this evidence that they fucked this case up. Damn. And these judges was just out here like, we not gonna change our mind because the way that these people that's coming in here trying to represent y'all be moving, we don't really like y'all. Not that the evidence ain't showing that y'all was innocent, but we don't really like these people, these attorneys that they came in here representing y'all. So it's crazy. But I wish I could remember the basketball player's name.
Right, I'm trying to see
Chris Bryant. No.
Kobe's brother.
What team did he play? What time did he play?
I have no idea. I feel like I'm about to, while somebody else talking about their favorite one, I'm gonna look it up.
Oh, it's only one of us left.
Oh, okay.
I'm kind of like B-Todd on this one. I don't really have a favorite, but if I have to choose one, I would actually say, and this is probably odd and shit. I don't even know if this is considered like a for real podcast, but it's a real podcast. The one with, I don't even know what they call it. It's the one with fucking Dave Chappelle and Mos Def. Yeah, have you heard that shit?
No.
Dog, Mos Def and Dave Chappelle. Dog, when I tell you this, this fucking podcast is lit. They don't have no video. This is all audio shit. And it's on Luminary. I can't remember. I don't know the name of it.
Luminary.
It's a
network.
It's a network. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's like it's him and Mos Def, and I want to say it's a third person, but him and Mos Def be talking the most shit. And when I tell you these niggas got some of the best stories, and like these is some of the most intelligent niggas I've ever heard talk. So like I love them. And I think I can listen to that all the time. But I'm like you, B-Todd. A lot of times, my favorite podcasters piss me off sometimes. I don't like them no more. For like a week, you're like, man, fuck them. I ain't watching that shit.
That's how
it's Chris Paul.
Chris Paul,
word. I didn't know that shit. His granddaddy got killed?
It was his granddaddy.
Yo, I didn't know that.
Yep. And his parents and stuff was like...
let me look that shit over. Oh, yeah, the name of the
yeah, and his parents and everything.
Yours is Counterclock.
Counterclock.
Yeah. I want to see what the name of this Dave Chappelle shit is.
And I will say this, one round because we got to get off air before we get cut off. So I got this one question: what is one person you do not want to hear a podcast with?
Oh, nah, Miles.
Who?
Shannon Sharp.
You was not gonna shit on my dog like that.
Why you gotta do that, Ty?
Shannon Sharp interview. It's like, I don't know.
Hold on, Skip. Hold on, Skip. Hold on, Scott. Come on, Todd.
I don't know. It's like he missing something, and I just can't get with all the theatrics that he be doing.
It's a lot of theatrics.
That nigga don't wear socks.
He too big to be making all the sounds he be making. I don't like.
He too big to be making the sounds he making. That's crazy.
I'm sorry.
Come on, Skip. Come on, Skip. Come on, man. What you talking about?
Not Cat Williams. It was after Cat Williams. I want to say it might have been Marlon Wayans or somebody. He was like, "What you mean, man? What you mean? He just sound like a runaway slave sometimes or something." I don't know.
He a country ass nigga. He country shit. That's the only thing I chalk it up to.
I know one nigga I don't want to have a podcast. Russell Simmons. Then he be like,
Hey, you don't do that to the people with the list. Okay, they can't help themselves. Don't do that.
Oh, no, that struck the chord.
It ain't the list.
Strikes the chord.
It ain't the list. It's the shit that he be. Russell mind be thinking so fast he can't talk. He be like this, like. He be like, stupid. What you chewing on, nigga? Like, if you ever watch it, he be chewing while he be talking. He be
Hey, so real quick, it's Dave Chappelle, most definitely Talib Kweli.
Oh,
it's called the Midnight Miracle. Dog, this is a dope ass podcast, nigga. Like,
where's that on Apple?
I don't know. I'll be listening to this shit on YouTube,
Oh.
but it's audio. But I don't know where it's at. I think you gotta subscribe to Luminary.
Oh, well, no, I don't want to subscribe
I
to
just
Illuminati.
put that all wrong. Never mind. I was gonna put it in the chat. Oh, damn! You gotta figure out how to spell miracles. Oh, God.
On that note.
Yeah, on the whole entire note, look here, Skip. We're gonna go ahead and
Time to get up out of here.
My piston tied off.
But Shannon Sharp did a good interview with Keke Palmer.
I didn't see it. I haven't watched it.
Can't nobody do a bad interview with Keke Palmer because
I guess not. Yeah.
I didn't know she was rich. I didn't know she was a millionaire at 12.
Keke is the
I didn't know that
bomb.
either.
Yeah, she was a millionaire at the age of 12. So yeah, shout out to Keke Palmer. Yeah, but it's a lot.
Shout out
Shannon
to Keeper in the Beat.
Because he is Shannon Sharp, he get a lot of great people. You know what I mean? Especially at that Cat Williams. The Cat Williams thing made them go.
Another podcast that's good though, that's hosted by football players and shit, is Travis Kelce and his brother. Like, that shit pretty dope too. Like, their podcast is pretty dope. But Travis Kelce actually a decent actor too though. I've seen him on a TV series. Anyway, that's neither here nor there.
I be watching Dr.
It's on
Death.
Grotesquerie.
Grotesquerie.
Yeah.
We learned about grotesquerie and Illuminati.
Luminary, nigga.
Luminary.
Okay.
Yeah, we out of here, dog.
Right. Oh, and Dr. Death. Okay, that's it.
What is Dr. Death? What the hell is
Dr. Death is they do these different episodes about different like doctor scenarios. So they had one with the doctor that was here in Michigan that was telling all them people, nope, that was telling all them people they had cancer and they ain't really had cancer, and he was treating all them people.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I vaguely remember
buddy.
that.
And it's a lady. It was a lady in.
Getting that shmoney.
It was a lady.
Shmoney dance.
She would make a good female dancer. She like getting that shmoney. There was a
I
lady.
wish it was a camera on this nigga though. They could have seen his face.
It was a lady in New Orleans doing the same thing. She was running.
They got cancer.
Telling them they got cancer. They had to get these vitamins and all this shit. Selling them packs and all that shit.
Oh yeah.
I'm with scamming somebody if I need the money, but I'm not trying to scam nobody to death. Like, that's crazy, bro.
They'll take a whole new meaning of scanning you to death, huh? all right, y'all. We out of here.
Right. Thank y'all for checking us out, man. We are signing off from the Podcasting Studios in Southfield, Michigan. This is the podcast about podcasts. PodTalk, man. We up out this thing, man. Peace out, y'all.